Welcome to Connect and Share over lunch, an informal discussion about online learning. Welcome everyone to this second online learning lunch. I hope you're going to enjoy this. We've got a starting off presentation from Dr. Sisha Prasad about integrity of online examination. And then hopefully after that we'll have some informal discussion which won't be recorded as part of the presentation. So Dr. Prasad, would you like to begin your presentation now?
Yeah. Thanks, David. Just I would like to call myself just as Sishir. Thanks anyway.
Whatever.
Well, yeah, welcome to today's this brown bag workshop. It's informal, so just we want to keep it informal as possible. So whenever we're doing this presentation as well, again, so anything comes up, then please you can just go into the discussion, no problem. Well, so the today's discussion topic is on online examination and its integrity, and this is quite important and very much critical, as it's not only in Australia, all over the world, in the globe. This is the very burning issue: how to, how to go with academic integrity intact with the academic integrity. Well, so when we talk about this academic integrity, well, we know that the University of Australia describes academic integrity as the acting with the value of honesty, trust, fairness, respect, and responsibility, isn't it? And when we are talking about honesty, trust, fairness, respect, no, this is all with regard to the learning, teaching, as well as research, right? And in this situation, when we're talking about academic integrity, I think we should take this. David, can we go with the next slide, please? Sorry, thanks. Yeah, so when we talk about the academic integrity, so at this moment, we have to talk in the current context from the empathetic approach. So when we talk about the empathetic approach, well, say for instance, we can start with a message of trust to the students, right? So we can communicate that learning is the main goal, and we are here to help the students do that. So if we just on the same slide, sorry. So if we do this, then the students will have pride and confidence in their achievements, right? They can learn new knowledge and to apply them. So academic integrity is a sort of, it is equal to what you call as the professional integrity. It has that, just another click I think is needed there. Yes. So academic integrity is actually equivalent to what you call as the professional integrity and personal integrity. We'll be talking about that one, right? So now, when we talk about academic integrity, of course, we have to consider those sort of, this student misconducts, such as plagiarism, collusion, impersonation, also contract cheating. That these have been very, very critical issues that we can see. Well, in now, when we talk about academic integrity, before we can call it pre-COVID-19 pandemic, we had already taken significant steps to strengthen in our policies, procedures, in our practice, with regard to assessment policies, procedures, and guidelines. Of course, we have also strengthened our academic dishonesty detection strategies, right? And also particularly in response to, as I mentioned, contract cheating. And then also we've also discussed to some extent, for sure, to investigate institutional e-exam options, right? Different sort of options we may have discussed already. Now, as we are in this critical situation here, we find ourselves needing to rapidly move face-to-face exams into the online environment while maintaining quality and integrity in our assessment tasks and processes. So when we are doing this, we can reconsider our course assessment to better suit the situation. So with such questions as, is the exam or assessment particularly critical, right? What it means is we can try to reduce the number of assessments, tasks where possible, isn't it? Then also, we can also think whether does the exam focus on knowledge recall, meaning we can use a particular assessment type more than once when possible, right? Or that, so that is familiar to the students. Similarly, we can also think how we will be communicating changes with students and help them prepare, okay? So then in that case, we can provide students with rich feedback through formative assessment, right? Which will support the students' preparedness and confidence to tackle the summative assessment. Then similarly, we can also make use of what I call as practice assessments, practice assignments, to make the students familiar with the assessments and the process for completion and submission. We can do this, isn't it? Then also, we can also communicate in a variety of ways to ensure the students to have a clear understanding of what is required of them to complete the task successfully, and making sure that ourselves and our support staff are available to support them through the process, right? So we can do this. Yeah, David, next slide, please. So, so as and there is one more thing here. So we can also just come up with what you call as the integrity plays. And I'm sure that ISM has, we are having this practice. So as I've already discussed about this, academic integrity is equal to professional integrity, which is also equal to personal integrity. So when it comes to integrity, it's all about academic, professional, and personal integrity. And this sort of integrity benefits everyone, isn't it? Yeah. So, yeah, Swati, so can you share a little about our practice here?
Yeah, at the moment, especially for Epicurean students, we are using the Proctrio extension for Google Chrome. And we are requesting the students to install it in their system on the orientation day itself, which will monitor their system throughout, like audio or their screen recording and their video presence. Whatever comes in between the exam will be recorded, and we will get an idea about how these students are doing. And the Proctrio will give us a grade book in which it will be showing the similarity or the level, the percentage of their interactions is mentioned clearly.
Yeah.
So if the educator wants to, we can just go and check, and we can understand if the student was talking or was opening a different tab or something. And again, if the student tries to open a different tab while doing the exams through Proctrio, the exam will get stopped. It will throw up an error. Proctrio will throw up an error, and the exam automatically stops.
Absolutely.
David, yeah, wonderful. Can
Yep.
we? Yeah, wonderful.
Mm.
Yeah, I have just 2 slides more.
Mm.
So then done. So it's about developing secure online exam capabilities. So with this one, there are 3 actually dimensions. It talks about the first is assessment digitalization with online exam. Of course, we are to digitalize assessment when it comes to digitalizing the assessments, of course. So multiple subject matter experts, they need to collaborate with, right, to the assessment author and review in a robust way. So that's one. The other is building that when we are talking about building, it refers to translating the questions and into the different delivery platform into LMS and other platforms. So here, this is kind of technical one here. And then delivery part comes in. It's the ability to present the exam to the target student cohort. Right? And then the second dimension is proctoring or invigilation. Right. And when we are talking about proctoring here, there are 2 ways, methods. One is the recorded one, another is the live one. So yeah, this, I don't want to discuss further on this one here. And the third most important one, another one is the integrated student support here that we have been talking about here. So this is about the creation of integrated student support capability, which means establishing and maintaining the student support materials and channels, as we have discussed, for the students, not only for the students, also for the staff members who are supporting students. That's there, yeah. So David, can we just move on to the last slide? So there, yes. The next one is about converting the online exams to, on-campus exams to online exams. Yes. So when we talk about this, we consider the exam design, right? So when we talk about, for instance, exam design there, we can think from this in-class exam, we can translate that to what we call as take-home exam. That is the practice we can talk about. And also when you, so as you convert your exam, so you can consider different things. For example, designing your tasks to enable students to demonstrate the learning verbs listed in your course learning outcomes, as we've discussed, like define, classify, this Bloom's taxonomy. So this is what you can think of. Preparing students by providing them with the opportunities to practice the types of questions as we plan to ask. Communicating with the students, the expectations around exam completion and academic integrity. Define to the students what it is and what is not allowed. Then, of course, sense check your exam with with our own colleagues, and then practice. Okay, so these are some of the things that I have brought up for discussion today, and today's discussion is around. There are tons of resources available over Texas site itself, online for online teaching, and also there are more resources from just like University of Queensland and the HIPSA, tons of such resources are available. So I have just added a few resources here, and then I've taken these resources from different sources. So, and this PowerPoint and the PowerPoint slides are available for all of us here, so we can just go through. Right there, there are different reference sources on this one, and let's continue this discussion. And now the floor once again is open to us, for the discussion. So
we've got to finish up.
shall we just